Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay, and welcome back to The Hangover Part 2. If you watched the last video, you'll know that I recorded it while being extremely hungover and performed surprisingly well given the circumstances. This video is actually being recorded on the day after that, but one thing I also mentioned in the last video is that I am in my mid-30s now, which basically means I'm an old man, and one consequence of that is that my hangovers now take multiple days to resolve. So I am still feeling it. Ooh, although one thing I will say, so yesterday after I recorded my video, well, before I did the video, like, my appetite wasn't great, like it would be up and down, but through the process of recording, which is a much more physical process than I think a lot of people realize, just the act of speaking and concentrating for even half an hour, it is there's a pretty strong physicality to it. So yeah, after that, recording was done, I was properly hungry, so what I did was I got a bunch of chicken nuggets from Burger King, and it was the best feeling ever. I mean, you might be wondering, why am I telling you all this? Is this gonna somehow be relevant to this video? And this time, no. This time, I am just making some small talk. But it is time now to get back into it. So last episode, well, before we immediately get back to business, I should address one thing, which I didn't explicitly make clear. So I've played this game so much, and so much of it is just muscle memory, that sometimes I do things in my own specific way without necessarily giving the full context. And I wanted to talk a bit about what we did last episode, specifically where we jumped across the water to the boat, which effectively skipped the entire opening quest line on Daggerwound Island, and not just the quest line, but everything else, like all the journal entries, the secrets, and other things, you know, the dungeon that's part of the quest. That was all left behind, and some of you might be a little bit concerned, because you might be saying, well, this guy is advertising this as a 100% completionist run, so what is he doing? Just skipping an entire area? Like, what kind of scam is this guy running? And I wanted to address that by assuring you we are going to go back to Daggerwound Island. Not soon, like there are a couple other videos where I'm gonna have to do some very specific things, but we are eventually gonna go back and get to everything that we missed the first time around. So fortunately, I know in some games, like the first zone, you're in the tutorial area. Once you leave it, you can never go back. Another example from a game I replayed in recent years, Knights of the Old Republic. You start off on some spaceship, which eventually crashes, and that is then the reason why you can't go back to it. You know, that's the like the in-game rationale. So some games do that, but fortunately, in this game, Daggerwound Island is a proper location. You can go back there, and indeed, while it is the first area, which introduces, you know, a lot of the game mechanics and eases you into it, you do have to go back there later anyway, because there are a few late game things that require you to go back there specifically. I'm not going to spoil anything, but suffice it to say, it's definitely not the last we will have seen of Daggerwound Island, so don't worry, we are still very much on track to make this a completionist run. And what are we gonna do now? Well, for this video, the main objective is going to require us to go to Alvar. But before we do that, let's take some of the take care of some of the things that we kind of neglected because we were so single-mindedly focused on the artifacts, you know, saves coming in that annoying fashion. Clicking on all of the fountains. I think this might be... I think in Ravenshore there's a secret fountain where if you go there, like if you interact with it, and you have 0 gold or less than 100 gold, it gives you gold. That might be it, because it doesn't seem to be doing anything else. But like I said, we will explore secrets in, you know, their own dedicated videos in the future. For now, we are still laying the groundwork for, you know, the basic things we need to do to give ourselves a chance to make this run successful in terms of the artifacts. And in this video, we're going to continue in that vein. But before we do that, you know what? Let me just save my game. By the way, let's admire briefly this amazing weapon that we picked up last time. This club breaker. Like, it just looks so good. I think this is one of my favorite artifact models in the entire series, actually. You know, these 3 games. The blue barrel is relevant because it's personality, and that gives you 3 extra spell points. I will take it. What else? I might miss a couple barrels because, I mean, they're kind of all over the place. But as long as we get most of them, you know, I'll be okay with that. Orange we will leave for characters that actually need it, because it boosts your intellect. And I don't think... I mean, definitely clerics don't need intellect. And I don't think... You know what, let's... What's your intellect? Yeah, let's confirm this, you know, because I have this assumption, but maybe I'm wrong, so let's check. And that barrel was back here. I'm pretty sure this is not going to do anything. Indeed, you took it and nothing happened, and your intellect, Elspeth, was only 7, so if intellect did anything at all for you, then the jump from 7 to 9 would have definitely registered somehow, but it didn't, so that is basically confirmation that intellect isn't really a stat that you need. So that's good to know. I don't think... Yeah, we are definitely not winning any challenge of intellect. And let's give you some accuracy, because your accuracy, or rather my accuracy, was abysmal when we were trying to attack that wolf last episode. So hopefully this is going to help us out a little bit. Another orange barrel that we're just going to leave. And I think that's all the barrels that I know of. So there's one last thing I want to do. Similar to what we did in Daggerwound Island, and what we're going to do in every town that has a tavern.
Welcome.
We're going to be going there to play Archimage. So let's get this out of the way. You know what, let's get a bit of food as well.
Your supplies are ready.
And for some reason, the sounds of this game don't respond very well. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
Yes, yes.
do this. do this. And the music volume has seemed fine, so I'll leave it like that for now. And save our game again.
Welcome.
So let's go ahead and play. Tower of 50, which is probably the easiest way to win. You start with a tower of 20, so potentially destroying the enemy tower could be an option. It really depends on the cards you're dealt. I mean, this is just a no-brainer. And let's do this. So we, I guess, are building up our resources. And, you know, let's do some damage. Bit risky, but I think we can... Okay. Now I'm feeling less... you know what? I'm feeling a bit frisky, so I'm gonna wait until we can play Dragon's Heart rather than the safe option, which would be literally any other, you know, pink card. And instead what I'll do is I will start damaging the enemy tower. And yeah, this is a good option. And what I'll do now is I don't want to harm my own tower. And I think he will be able to recover even if we do 9 damage to his tower. And I also want to save so I can play Dragon's Heart. So what I'll do here is I will discard Shatterer. And now let's play Dragon's Heart. Now we feel a bit more secure. Oh, okay, immediately take some damage. That's fine. Right, let's do some damage to him in turn. A small boost to our tower. I really hope we can wrap this up pretty soon. I don't want to be stuck here. Okay, that's really bad. That's really bad. Okay. Oh, I discarded that. I thought I was playing that. I am losing the plot here. All right. We've got to do something. Okay, that we're lucky we had the wall to absorb that, because that is a devastating card. All right. Let's do this. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, this is getting very tense. We need to do some... We lost. Okay. I don't want any losses on my record, on my permanent record, so I'm gonna just start again. This time, let's hope things go better for us. And let's do this. Again, a risky maneuver, and he is once again... I think there's a way to do this where we can... Yeah, see, now we damaged his... God, like he... The cards he's getting are just too good. Okay, okay. Let's... 8... No... Warlord could be an option. We might as well play Lodestone. Oh my god, this guy and his luck. It's just too much. Oh, I think we're gonna lose again. Unless something... Excuse me. Unless something drastic happens, I feel like we're losing this. Now, this is just a delaying tactic to prevent him from... I was gonna say to prevent him from winning in one turn, but he got that same overpowered card 2 games in a row. All right, let's try this one more time. Come on. Come on. Alright, we can do this. Oh my, okay. Okay. Players with lowest wall. -1 dungeon and 2 damage to tower. Sure. God, this guy's luck is just too much. Right, let's damage his tower. Tiny amount. Yeah, that hurt him a little bit. Again, I'd like to save up for Dragon's Heart. And Shatterer, I can't afford to lose any magic, so I'll discard this. Oh jeez, okay, come on. Yes, Dragon's Heart for sure. Quarry. Dungeon. Oh god, this guy. How is he getting all these tower cards? You know, let's do this, and then we can damage it. God, come on. Jesus, okay. All I want to do is play Elven Archers. Come on. Okay, let's do that. Oh, jeez. So, the reason I'm frustrated is because this card does damage to the enemy tower if your wall is higher. And if not, you just do damage to the wall. And, like 3-4 turns in a row, I've played cards to give myself a higher wall. And each time he's managed to somehow get his wall higher. Okay, now... Oh my god, are you actually serious? You know what, let's do this. Okay, okay. Alright. Finally, we get to play Elven Archers. Oh god, immediately he gets his tower back. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna lose again. I mean... There's no way we are... I mean, unless we get, you know, that dragon card that gives you 20 tower. I don't want to take damage to my tower. Let's just, I don't play this. +1 tower to all players. Screw that. All players lose 8. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Well, we've lost again. One of these days we're gonna win.
Welcome.
Okay. Good opening set of cards. We'll play this first. Now we'll play this. Now we play that. Building up our resources. Let's do this. I want to play Vampire. So let's do that. Now let's play Vampire. That. Can I afford to lose 10 bricks? No, I'd rather do this. Okay, let's do that. That kind of helps. Okay, we don't really have any brick cards. And now finally, things are maybe going our way. Well, that's just a no-brainer. Oh, okay. Okay, he's in a bit of trouble, it seems. Let's play this. Yeah, let's do that. And this wall should protect us a little bit. And finally, we win. That gave us a good amount of gold. Alright. Man, that was rough. That was so rough. I need a drink of water. Now, I'm wandering around just to make sure I'm not leaving anything behind here. I think the main thing I wanted to do was wanted to interact with like wells and fountains and, you know, the barrels, all that stuff. And let's see what this well does for us. I think this one gives a temporary boost. So yeah, let's save here. 25 might temporary is decent, I guess. If we had a contest of might, that would have been helpful, but this contest is intellect. Doesn't really do anything for us. Now, alright, it's time to head. It is time to head to Alvar, because we are done. For now. And to head to Alvar, I guess you could take the various travel, like, you know, the paid travel options in this game. The coach, for example. Let's see what this well does for us. Yeah, see, this is what I meant about you should always save before interacting with water sources. This one actually, in terms of like environmental storytelling, makes sense because, you know, this is a poor part of town. There's trash all around. Clearly, this area has been neglected by the, you know, municipal authorities. So it's not surprising that, you know, drinking water from the well would make you sick. That said, they really should do something about that. You know, it's not a nice situation for people to be living in. Do we want to fight these wolves? I really would rather just rush straight to Alvar, if I'm being honest. It doesn't matter if we take a bit of damage along the way, because we will heal it when we make the area transition. As long as nobody dies. That's the important thing. Now let's... So I'll make a manual save, even though the game does keep an autosave. But that autosave will get replaced with something else the moment you make any other area transition. Now that we've come to Alvar, there's one specific thing we need to do. As you can see, immediately we're in danger because there are ogres all around. We're just gonna ignore all of them. That cauldron is empty. Often cauldrons will give you different kinds of boosts, resistances. That one was empty. Alright, we're just gonna ignore all of these ogres, and I think the safest way is to just run along the coast. Although those guys are getting kind of invading my personal space. Yeah, we took a bit of damage, that's fine. We can heal it. Alright. Now what we need to do is we need to run... Well, first of all, need to run until we're safe. Now we're safe. And now we need to kind of get on top of this mountain here. And I think I'm just gonna very slowly shimmy my way up, the way I've done a few times. I definitely did it in Might and Magic VI a few times. I don't know if I ever needed to do it in Might and Magic VII, but this is something you can do. At first, it might seem that this terrain cannot be traversed in this way, but if you are patient, you'll notice that you are slowly gaining height, and eventually you will reach the top. And we need to get to the top of this. Come on. See, we already see the top. Excuse me. My throat is very, very dry. So I'm gonna save here. Now we need to do something. We need to this is I am not gonna get this on the first attempt. I would be shocked. Well, I almost, like, technically I didn't get it on the first attempt, but in a way it was because I did that jump too well. I went too far forward. We're basically gonna do some parkour action. Like, we need to jump off this mountain onto the wall and inside this ogre fortress. Okay. That was a terrible jump. And I think one reason is because I am not, like, my view isn't set correctly. I want to look down to give a better sense of where I'm jumping. Of course, that'll mean I have a less good sense of the ogres that are attacking, but really, I just want to see what's going on here. Alright. And I missed my jump, but somehow I still got inside, and we have another artifact. Alright.
I don't know.
A long sword, and now I'm gonna save the game in a second slot. And if I run back there, okay, the...
Heal me!
It's up to me.
Alright. If I run back there, the teleporter will take you to the exit, so you're not permanently stuck. So what I just did there was basically the same thing we did in Ravenshore, but there's a hidden spot on the map where it's and you would have no way to find it other than somebody telling you that it's there. But there's a hidden chest which is like the tree in Ravenshore, scripted to contain an artifact. And let me tell you, this secret, I am pretty sure, is single-handedly responsible for the many playthroughs I did in this game where I wasn't able to get artifacts, or where I was missing certain artifacts. It's because I never knew it existed. Even after I learned about the tree in Ravenshore, I still didn't know about this one. And the thing about the tree is that, okay, yeah, it is an unfair secret. Like, what are you gonna do? Interact with every tree? Like, maybe you're crazy enough to do that, but this one is just a random wall with nothing special about it, where if you interact with it, it turns out to be a chest. Now, interacting with every tree is one thing. There's a lot of them, but you know, a limited number, and they're like discrete things. It's not like it's not like the real number line. Whereas with surfaces, like, there's just so, like, are you gonna literally click on every surface? And it's not even that you can click anywhere on the surface. No, you have to click on a specific part of that wall in order to get the chest to open. So are you gonna click on every spot? And how, you know, specific does your click need to be? So that, I think, is a kind of secret which is like well past the point of being a fair discoverable secret. That I think is just there. I don't want to say to screw people over, but it almost feels like it. Like, because there's no way you would find it yourself. It just isn't possible. But now that we've done that, that is the thing that we wanted to accomplish in this episode, and now we're just gonna relax for a bit. We're gonna get something. Oh, by the way, the artifact that we got is the longsword Elson
I
Rail.
wish I could.
She can't use it because you don't have sword as a skill. That's fine. And I'm not going to teach you sword, and I am going to hold on to this because while neither of these two can use it, we will be picking up a character very soon who can indeed use the sword. I will identify it as soon as I find the weapon shop, but for now let's just walk around. Drinking from barrels like excuse me. Once again, I'm sorry for my very, very dry throat. We're gonna be running around drinking from barrels, just kind of slowly letting the adrenaline drain away from the very stressful exercise that I just engaged in. Now, when we were going for the artifact in Ravenshore, I was like, I'll keep doing this until we get something that's usable. In this case, we got something that isn't directly usable, but will still be useful to us sooner than certain other artifacts. Like, there are a couple artifacts that just nobody in my final party would ever use. So this one is kind of middle of the road. We can't use it right now, but soon we will. Now, what I could have done is the same thing I did in Ravenshore, where I keep doing this process again and again until this artifact is something that's more immediately useful. But the problem is, it's just so much more time, number one, because I can't just save outside, before I make that jump. I would need to load my save from before I entered the map, then go all the way here, dodging all those ogres, go up the mountain, then dodge all those ogres on the way to the jump, then make that jump, and I hope you don't die, and then see what the artifact is, and that's just too much of a hassle. And yes, it would be nice to have an artifact that you can use rather than just something that's gonna sit in some trophy cabinet collecting dust until the end of the game, but there are limits to just how much pain I'm willing to put myself through for the sake of saves coming to perfection. And in this case, I was willing to accept something that was less than perfect. Although still pretty good. Still pretty good. And having secured that, let's save it here. Actually, no, let's carry on saving here. What does this well do? It recovers your mana. That's nice. Alright, let's continue. Who needs speed? Who has the need for speed? I'll just give it to whoever has the lower speed currently. Like, we'll, I guess, alternate back and forth. It's easy with only two characters. Not a lot to worry about. Ooh, even more speed, and I know this one is going to go to you. And not just that, but we also found the stables with barrels and horseshoes. A double whammy. I'll give you these horseshoes. Excuse me. Alright. And yep, we'll keep on doing that. Purple barrel, this one will go to you. The yellow barrel, who needs accuracy? You do. So we'll give this to you. Orange barrels we're leaving alone. Once again, I might miss the odd barrel here and there, but it's okay. A couple skill points isn't gonna make or break your game. Again, save personality temporary is nice. Okay. Now, let's just... Here we go, this is good. We found the weapon shop.
The store's closed.
And it's closed. Ah, we barely missed it. Let's just sleep outside the store. And now
We carry only the finest.
we can identify it. It's Elson Rail. Damn good sword. Accuracy and extra light damage. I do love it. And now, ooh, hey, another yellow barrel. This one goes to you. This well was the one with the temporary personality, right? Oh, might permanent. Hey. Okay, it's because your might was low enough that you could benefit from that. So that's good. That's very good. I mean, had our might been lower, we could have benefited even more, like, and we could have saved some red barrels, but that's too much min-maxing for, honestly, not even that much of a benefit. Now what I'm gonna do, like the last thing I want to do in this episode is I want to find the tavern, and I want to play one more game of Archimage because we are in a new area. Okay, I think here it is. And hopefully this one doesn't take too long.
Welcome.
We'll
Your supplies are ready.
get some food. And what are the win conditions? Tower of 50, so similar to the previous one. Ooh, hey, we've got some really good cards, and now we just need a lot of gems. Just need a lot of gems to be able to play them. And this is going to help us. And... how should we do this? I think what we do is, we don't want to lose gems. Let's do that. That's one problem, like with a lot of expensive cards that are just sitting in your hand, waiting for you to play them. Do that. I'll discard this. That was pretty bad. Well, I mean, we don't have walls, so I guess we'll do that. Saving my gems. What to do? You know what? Let's do that. I am feeling a bit exposed, not having a wall. Let's do that. Okay, this is kind of a tricky situation. This is going to help us out quite a bit, because we're going to get more gems. Now, let's keep our enemy on his toes by doing a bit of damage. Okay, now this is getting dangerous. We can win if we don't take damage. He can also win because he's getting pretty close. I think we can do this. Play this first. Oh, that is pretty bad. But I think... Oh no. Well, let's do this. Oh my god, it's horrible not having a wall. Let's do that. Oh, all our tower has gone. We don't have a wall, so let's play Crystallize. And one tower play again. Wall would have been handy earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, okay, that kind of helps. We'll do that. Wall and play again. Yeah, let's just damage this tower. That's good. Oh, that's bad. Okay, he keeps getting this phase jewel card, which is so broken. Let's collapse his quarry. Sure, let's do that. You know what? Let's hit him a little bit. Damage him some more. I mean, might as well do that. Immediately he does more damage to us. Alright. What to discard? Start that. Now let's put up a wall. Oh my god, are you serious? He stole our wall like a jerk. Let's do that. At least we got our wall back, kind of. Okay, this could help us, but it'll be a long time before we can play that. But we did a lot of damage to his tower. We could maybe destroy him outright, if we get lucky. Enemy wall is... That's good. Alright, we play again. We keep playing again. This card will win it for us, but are we gonna... Are we gonna get it in time? And it looks like we won't. So we'll just do that. Okay. Discard that, because we kind of need recruits. Can't really do that. That's not a good one. We'll do that because we've got a surplus of gems. That is a terrible card. In our situation, because our magic is higher. Alright, do that. And now let's just discard that. Okay, this is getting not good. I'll discard that. A lot of so many wasted turns, and now we are losing again, and losing pretty badly. Okay, how are we gonna deal with this? That kind of helps us. Oh, are you fucking serious? Ugh. Sorry for swearing, but
Welcome.
I was really not impressed by how the game screwed us over there. Whatever, let's just play that. It's a free card. Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. I mean... Sure. Okay. We really do need a wall of some kind. And these are terrible cards. But I'll just play that. Losing all my gems. Okay. We need to play that. Excuse me. I mean, sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can play that. That's not good for us. Like, how did he get so much wall? What? I'm sorry, like my commentary has come to a complete standstill just because I'm so over this. This guy's gonna win again, isn't he? Well, we're doing some damage. He just gets his wall straight back. Alright. Alright. Man, this is taking so long. But it needs to be done. We would have to do it anyway. And I like to do it the first time I enter the map, just to make sure I'm not losing out on anything, because then if it, like later on, if there's one tavern left and I don't remember which one it is, it could get... Okay, we're losing, so I'm gonna quit rather than waste a few more turns and then lose. So let's just go quick. I'm not gonna deliberate that like as often as I've done before, because it hasn't helped. I've just kept losing, so I'm just gonna play quick. Maybe playing quick is gonna be yeah, okay. I was gonna say maybe playing quick is gonna be is gonna lead to my demise, but maybe we could win. You never know. I want to play that. You know, I don't want to do that. Let's do that. Okay. I want to play Dragonheart, but I'm gonna have to wait quite a while. Okay. Oh no. I was saving for Dragonheart. But maybe we can slowly build up our tower in other ways. Yeah, that gives us the quarry. The gems, we can play this. And this is a good card. It gives us resources. Takes resources away from the enemy. Okay. Oh my god, are you serious? And we can't play any cards. Okay, this is... That's fair. That's fair, game. Finally, Dragonheart. Now hopefully our wall is gonna stick around for a while. Now our tower is looking like it's, you know, in good shape. Alright. Oh god, okay. Okay, we are going to be so close to winning. Hey, oh, I think we just won. I think we just won. We finally won. God damn, that was excruciating. But it's finally over. We never have to play in this tavern ever again. And so far, I guess we'll take a look. We've won Archimage 3 times. In the taverns of the 3 places that we've been in, Daggerwound, Ravenshore, and now Alvar. And I think Alvar only has 1, but maybe there's another one on, because this is a big city. This is kind of like the game's counterpart to Freehaven from Might and Magic VI, you know, like a big city, and like Freehaven had multiple establishments of the same kind. So if there's another tavern, I will look up in between videos, but for now we are done, and I am going to wrap this video up now. Okay, let us just quickly recap what we did. We started out by tying up some loose ends in Ravenshore, the Archimage, some barrels, and then we made our way to Alvar. We made a leap of faith across this mountain into the Ogre Fortress, basically engaging in some extreme parkour action. And we found what I previously talked about as being the most unfairly hidden secret in this game, which is a random wall in an inaccessible part of the map as well. Like, there's no easy way to even get there, and then you click around in a random spot, and then that random spot ends up being a chest. But you know, this is not about ranting at game mechanics. This is more about just, well, we did that, and we got our artifact. Elson Rail, which I'm happy about, but even if I wasn't happy about the artifact I got, I would have just, you know, unhappily, grumpily stuck with it, because I was never going to do this entire process more than once. But yes, we did find our second artifact, and we are going to keep it for a party member that I hope we will encounter in the next episode. A bit of a hint for what might be happening, but I'm not going to say anything more about what's going to happen in the next episode. So I mentioned that things are going to be a bit funky, a bit crazy in the start of the game, and very much that is going to continue into the next episode, and even the episode after that, and maybe after the next 2 episodes. Then things will calm down, and you know, we can go back to Daggerwound, finish up the tutorial quests properly, and then go and play the game in something resembling conventional fashion. But for now, we are going to continue on with this crazy journey that is all part of my plan to give myself the best chance to get all the artifacts in the game. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. If you like this video, do consider leaving a like, and if you want to see more, do consider subscribing. But either way, thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, take care.